Hello, Taurus. First up, I'm sorry if you can hear my children in the background. They're kind of playing music and computer games, and my son's getting a little bit rambunctious, so I may have to pause and go and deal with that if he can't moderate himself. But let's try and get on with your reading. Taurus, it's Taurus Tuesday. Happy Taurus Tuesday. Um, the song that's come through for you and the energy that's coming through is a little bit tricky. I think there's some people cross-watching for I think I've been getting this for a while. I feel like somebody's lost somebody who was a Taurus. So there may be cross watchers. So just be aware of that if you're Taurus and you're watching for yourself. I am pulling for Taurus energy in the center, and then the energy around that. So hopefully it's going to work out that way. So if you're cross watching, if you're cross watching, just take it either this is your energy or this is your Taurus's energy. I feel like if somebody's cross-watching for a Taurus that has passed away, first off, my heart goes out to you. It's always a difficult situation. There could be a sense of not knowing what they were thinking or things being left unsaid. So I am aware of that going into this reading. The song that came through for you is one of my it's not one of my favorites. I always say things are my favorite songs. I've got so many favorite songs, but it's a song that I really, really like. One of my favorite songs that this artist did. It's Advertising Space by Robbie Williams. I don't think it's that well known, but it's such a good song. I feel like he's incredibly underrated, actually, Robbie Williams. Advertising Space. I believe he's talking about Elvis, when Elvis passed away. But it could be applied to different situations. I'll read you some of the lines that I've wrote down. It says, "There's no earthly way of knowing what was in your heart when it stopped going. Everyone around you was corrupted. There's no dignity in death. To sell the world your last breath. They're still fighting over everything you left." No one, oh, I'm feeling it. So, I mean, again, some of you are Taurus and you've lost someone. So take it as it resonates and just flip and reverse it if needs be. They're still fighting over everything you left. That's shit, isn't it? No one learned from your mistakes. We let our profits go to waste. Everyone loved your life but you. So you could be dealing with somebody who was in the spotlight in some sort of way, who had some kind of authority over others. This advertising space thing, it's like the concept of a life being a business, the concept of a person being a commercial commodity. So you see this a lot of the time with people who are in manufactured bands. You know, Robbie Williams was part of I believe, a manufactured boy band. There was manufactured girl bands as well, like Spice Girls, a lot in the 90s, the kind of music industry that had these you hear about it a lot. If you look at what happened with Taylor Swift and her early music, a lot of the time artists are so busy, especially young teenage people who are thrust into the spotlight, they're so busy looking at, like, you know, the glamour of it all, you know, the high life, having all this like stuff given to them, having all this promo stuff, you know, going to all these like exciting places, and actually the record label or the, you know, the managers, the producers, they take a huge cut of the profit. And you can actually find that sometimes these artists don't have very much to show for the effort that they put in, you know, the hard work. You know, it's hard work learning those dance routines, going on tour, that's hard work. So I don't know if this has any relevance to you or your situation, or it's more of a metaphor, but that's kind of what's coming through. This general sense of, like, you know, people are people aren't commodities. I think there's something like that in this reading. So interested to see where this goes. I hope it's high vibrational. I hope we end on a good point, but I don't have control of the cards, so I don't know how this is going to go. Just to kind of give you that heads up, I'm just going to make myself a little bit more comfortable. So we're reading for Taurus energy for Tuesday. Action on the underline there. So I feel like this is in the reverse, but I will just check for you. Which way, please? I'm going to take it in the reverse. My instinct says in the reverse. And which way with this one, please? That's in your right, yeah. So you've got the man holding the heart and the second chakra, Angel Ariel. I'm going to flip him round, but I'm going to read the reversal meaning of this. A man holding a heart and the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Let's just go straight to the book, because I'm aware that we've started on a sensitive foot and I don't want to say anything wrong. So let's go to the book as the primary kind of resource. That could be like a Bible thing for you as well. You know, like, because Taurus energy is the Hierophant card, so don't worry too much about your own belief system. There's just a message coming through about that being a factor in this reading, about like maybe like, I don't know what to do, so let's go see what the book says, you know. It doesn't have to be the Bible, it could be like a self-help book. It's kind of like by the book energy. It's like, well, what does the rule book say is what's coming through. So you've got the man holding the heart, a male dealing with family, love or emotions. So it could be you, it could be somebody around you. When this card is reversed, it could indicate a disconnect or even a total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time to open up and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy they bring up. Whether it's anger, grief or utter bliss, you can be comfortable in their experience and in their expression. Just before I continue, I said this in a reading a couple of weeks back, and I think it's a really interesting lesson to learn as you become more emotionally mature. Bad emotions are healthy emotions. We're humans, we're meant to feel a whole range of emotions. We're not meant to be happy 100% of the time. That's not realistic. To have emotional growth, to have emotional well-being and stability, you have to look at those more challenging emotions, but they always serve a purpose. So even the things that are uncomfortable for us, grief, you know, anger, perhaps lust when it's not appropriate, just be aware that that's your body doing what it's meant to do. That's you having a human experience that you're meant to have on earth. It's healthy to feel those things, even though they're seen as bad. I think a lot of the time, especially in our society that is a commercial society, we're often told, buy this thing. Oh, they're giving me a song. I think, is it Tempera or something? It's, if you buy this record, your life will be better. Your life will be better. It's like, oh, you're having a bad day, go on a shopping trip, that'll cheer you up. Oh, you're having a bad day, go and buy a tub of expensive ice cream, you deserve it. You know, it's like consumption of material things being like a plaster in replacement of feelings. It's like it's almost like society tells us through advertising, you know, those emotions are bad, we can fix you with consumer products. That's not healthy, that's not normal, that's not the human experience, that's something we need to overcome. So there's a lesson in there for somebody. Just have those emotions, but learn how to deal with them in a healthy way. You know, if you're angry, punching people is probably not a healthy expression of that anger. Channeling it into fitness, or I clean when I'm angry. I don't like tidying and cleaning, but when I'm angry, it's like you just have to expend that energy, so I clean. So it's like, how can you do that in a healthy way? If you're sad, if you're going through a grieving process, maybe channel it into music or art or poetry. You know, there's healthy ways of expressing and like processing those heavier feelings, but they're healthy feelings, so don't shy away from them. You know, you don't have to pretend that you don't have them. You don't have to put on a smile for other people when you don't feel like smiling. You know, you don't have to be like a difficult person to be around, but you can say, yeah, I'm really struggling right now, I don't want to go out today, I'd rather spend the day in bed watching Netflix. You know, it's okay, it's human, it's healthy, you're meant to feel things. If somebody passes away, you're meant to feel grief, that's normal. It's also normal to feel, when somebody passes away, it's normal to feel a whole weird range of emotions and have weird things dragged up from the past, for it to kind of shine a window on our own life, to feel these feelings of like displacement or even numbness. It's all human, it's all normal, it's all healthy, it's all real. Accept the way you feel and then figure out how to process that, you know, how to move forward with that emotion. You don't have to get rid of it. You just have to transmute it into something beneficial rather than something that's unhealthy. I hope that's helpful for you. It's easier said than done, right? I'm not a trained counselor. I'm not a psychologist. I've not got like anything to say that I'm qualified to give you this kind of counseling session right now. So if you need a proper counselor, go and see a proper counselor. Go and have those therapy sessions. There's nothing to be ashamed of, especially if you've lost like a parent or something like that. It's okay to go and like have that support. It's actually stronger to ask for support when you need it than to deny that you need it. It's weak to me, it's weak to bottle things up. It's weak to not deal with those emotions. It's strength to be like, I need help right now, because it comes with this sense of learning about humility. So I don't know if somebody needs to hear that or not. If it's not your message, just leave it, right? The man holding a heart reversed can also indicate a difficult connection or even a relationship with a man who may be easy to anger, deceitful, quick to criticize. His behavior could be attributed to fear and self-doubt, yet he would never admit it. Babes, you deserve honoring in any relationship, so set some boundaries and don't buy into this emotional chaos. Your soul longs for emotional peace. Okay, the affirmation here is, I am comfortable with all my emotions. I honor and express them in appropriate ways. I feel peace. So if you need help, go and get the help. If you're dealing with somebody like this, you deserve better. You know, you don't deserve toxic masculinity, you know? Second chakra, Archangel Ariel, intimacy and creativity. This is upright. So the second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy, promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression. What did I say? Get creative. Creatively work through those emotions. And new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the positive affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. Yeah, so some of you are dealing with something. It could be something from the past. Again, it could be like a toxic father figure. You know, it doesn't have to be a literal father, but it could be like you know, a disruptive teacher or ex or boss. You know, there's a lot of ways that this can come in, this kind of toxic love. That's a weird one. They're giving me Fern Gully. I don't know if that's relevant to anybody. There's a song in it. It goes, toxic love. Could be relevant to somebody. Just take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Okay, so the center of the reading, your energy is heavy. It's funny, I've just come from Aries and they were so light and giddy, and you're like somber. So again, just switch this and reverse it. I'm going to say this is you, as though you're the Taurus watching. Feel free to flip it if you feel like I'm talking about your person. Okay, Taurus energy, please. Defensive, trying to get the upper ground, having to defend yourself, Tower moment, and then you are a badass being full of life, love and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. You may actually literally be defending yourself. It could be a court situation based on what we got from that song. I'm not seeing that here, it's solely based on the song. You know, the people are fighting over what you left. Tower moment, scorpionic energy here. The rug being pulled out from under your feet, chaos, confusion, but you're standing up for yourself. On either side of this tower, you've got you standing there in your power, defending yourself, being that badass being, being strong through the storm. That feels like Taurus. This is a challenging reading. these, you know, these aren't the messages. I mean, I do want to say this. I do want to say that you're standing up for yourself, that you're being strong when, you know, when you're faced with difficult things, when you're faced with those moments where you feel like there's pure chaos around you, like your life is crumbling away. You know, to be that fighter to get you through those moments, that's really strong. So this is a positive reading in so many ways. It's just coming from a difficult subject base. What led Taurus here? Or Taurian energy, Cancerian energy as well. Holding on. Could be that you were very defensive about something. A lot of defensive energy here. The Four of Pentacles is a shield card for me. It's like kind of like putting that barrier up. Feeling like you're blocking things out. You could have literally blocked someone or been blocked. It could be something about financial things, trying to hold on to money, trying to hold on to things. Again, we had that message about advertising space, about consumption of material products. So you could be holding on to material things and not letting emotions in. It could be that you've been a little bit of a Scrooge. This is kind of like my Scrooge McDuck card, holding on to money too tightly. I would say in that case, it's great to save. It's great to be sensible with your assets. But they say let it flow, let it grow when it comes to money. If you think about how the economy works, if everybody just stopped spending money, the economy would grind to a halt. The economy would crash, the bottom would fall out, right? You've got to spend money to make money. So when people spend, again, it's kind of almost going back to, I don't know why this is coming up in your reading, but I'm going to say it anyway. Maybe somebody's American, because I was watching this thing the other day about after the war, so in like the 50s, the American economy was really, really struggling. So it was seen as a really positive thing in that time to spend money to support the economy. It's like, get out there, shop, buy new things, have the nice home, because it's almost like your duty as a citizen to keep that economy flowing. If everybody had like Scrooge McDucked it, like you know, kind of like 30s and 40s, people had to really like hold on tight to the resources, and the economy was struggling in that time. So consumerism actually had a really, really healthy, positive role to play in the 50s, but it's kind of spiraled, and it's not necessarily working in the same positive way. There's a lot of problems with it. So where are the problems with that consumerist mindset, that consumerist society? Sometimes you've got to keep that money flowing to have it come back to you. So I learned this lesson last year. I've never had very much money, you know, Cinderella, right? I've always struggled with money. I've always had just enough, you know, around that breadline. So I started spending money on things that I just needed. I was like, I need, and I'm not saying anybody do this in kind of like an irresponsible way, but it was like, I had a certain amount of money, and it's like, well, if I spend it, then I'm not going to have any left. But my children need school uniforms. I need to buy these certain things. And I had this message in a tarot reading that was very similar. It was like, let it flow, let it grow. It was like, spend it, and just, you have to, the key thing is this manifestation thing of like the laws of abundance, of knowing that the universe has got your back, understanding that money and things are just energy. So this may be something you want to look up more of. So you have to be open. You have to have a abundance mindset and be open to the universe providing for you. Again, that's not saying you're going to go out and win the lottery, but I started to get money from places that I wouldn't have known I was going to get money from. So I got a return on a small pension pot that I'd kind of coincidentally earned as when I was doing the teacher training experience thing, and I got some money off the government unexpectedly, and I got, you know, I was getting like, I got the money from being what is it, I can't think of the word now, during lockdown, when you get kind of like, a lot of us had to stay at home and not go into work, we got that bursary. So it was like, when I stopped clinging to money, the universe just gave it to me. And it's magical when it happens, when you understand it. It's like, whoa. And I'm not saying I'm rich by any means. I'm still like that kind of like low income kind of thing. I don't earn any money from my tarot readings, for example. but I know that the universe is looking after me. I know that the universe will provide. It's even like when lockdown happened, again, I'm sorry I'm telling you so many stories, but I feel like it's part of the reading. When everybody was panic buying, when lockdown first started and there was nothing on the shelves, I couldn't get bread, I couldn't get milk, I couldn't get eggs. On the last day that I was in work, I work in a kitchen, and the boss was like, I've got all this milk, I've got all this bread, I've got all these eggs, they're just going to go bad if we leave them here, we can't sell them, I've got to close the shop, take some home. So this resource that I couldn't get was suddenly just given to me. And I think that there's a lesson to be learned in that. So maybe go and look up like the laws of abundance and things like this, and manifestation, because I think there's something in there for you. If we have a poverty mindset, that's what we're projecting out into the universe. If we have this feeling of like, I don't have enough, then that's all the universe hears. Like Taurus doesn't have enough. Okay, there we go, wish granted. You see, so it's like, have that positive mindset that, you know, good things are going to flow to me, and believe it. The key is believing it, and then, you know, the universe will provide. It will. It's just something you have to learn about. So what is Taurus hoping for here? In reverse. Whoa. That's your card. It's Aries Taurus. So you are hoping to let go of your responsibilities. You want to drop your burdens, you want to let go of your responsibilities, you want to be childish, you want to be immature, you want to have a good time. Like, tell me about that. You're closing something out, you're learning a lesson, closing out a cycle, learning the lessons, tying up loose ends. It really feels like, I know this is your energy, but it feels like almost like Aries Fool energy of being like, I've been responsible, I've carried this weight, I've steered the ship for such a long time. It almost feels like retirement. It's like I was the CEO, I was on the board of directors, I was the head of the family, I was the one making sure that everything was running smoothly. I had so many responsibilities, I oversaw everything. You know, I was in charge, and it feels like, I think I'm done. I think I want to go and have fun. I think I want to go and be a kid again. I want to be immature. I want to be irresponsible. I don't want to be the person responsible for everybody else anymore. I want to go and explore the world. I want to travel. I want to feel young again. That is an interesting energy. So what is hidden from Taurus at this time? Aries had the same thing. Are you connecting with an Aries, or are you Aries Taurus cusp? They had the exact same card in the exact same position. I'm going to get clarifiers. Either you feel shut out, you feel like the door was slammed in your face, you feel like something didn't work out, you were disappointed, you lost money, you invested in something, you lost money, a lot of money on your mind. I mean, it's a very Taurus thing to do. But there's this feeling of like disappointment, loss, out in the cold. Yeah, I sunk money into this. I sunk money into something, and it had faulty foundations. It's like I bought a house, and then I found out that it was going to take more money to repair that house than I'd actually, you know, gain from it. It's that kind of energy of like, I bought a farm and it flooded and I lost my entire investment. That's how that feels. But you're very strong through it. So what is Taurus's strength at this time? What is Taurus's strength at this time, please? Can you tell me what Taurus's strength is? Whoa, nice strength. Again, don't know if you're dealing with an Aries. You've got a lot there. I'm going to take the Two of Cups, but I'll have a peek at what these other cards are. Oh, yeah. People around you, people who support you, people who are on your wavelength, friends, family, soul tribe, people who've got your back, celebration. Like, literally, when I... on that last day of work where I was saying, like, my boss was giving me milk and bread, and I was like, thank you. The universe provides. I remember them saying, they were all freaking out about COVID, about lockdown, about what it meant. And I was fine. I was like, this is meant to happen. It was written in the stars, like, you can go and look, like, the universe said this was going to happen, or something like this was going to happen. It's going to be fine. The universe provides for us. And I know that's really, really difficult if you have lost someone, you know, during that time, to have that kind of mindset, you know. And I'm not trying to belittle anything. It's just the energy that I was in at that time. And we did a little cheers. It was like a little so long, you know, see you on the other side kind of thing. So that feels like the people around you who support you through difficult times. The people who are on your wavelength, the people who've got your back, the people who are going to be there to pick up the pieces when your world falls apart. Coming up with a plan, balancing, staying in balance, juggling. Queen of Pentacles, love that for you. It's Capricorn energy, but it's showing as your energy today. This is like, I've got my foundation back, I've got my stability back, I'm putting it inwards. I'm self-care, nurturing the self, nurturing the people who give back to me, nurturing the, you know, teaching other people how to stand on their own 2 feet as well. This is really good. I don't know if you're the student or the teacher here. This is like learning from somebody, or teaching somebody, especially in terms of like finances. So it could be you're teaching your friends how to do good investments, you're teaching your friends what are good job opportunities, you're teaching people how to look after the finances, how to manage the finances, or you're learning this from somebody else. But this is a very, very stable card. So if it feels unstable for you at the moment, lean on that support group, because it's going to get you to a really stable place. Either way, right? Either way, that is like good. What I would say though, with this 2 of Pentacles in between, there's an imbalance here. You can see that one pentacle is much lower than the other pentacle. The pentacle that's high up is the Queen of Pentacles, and the pentacle that's low is the Page of Pentacles. There may be some kind of situation, especially with a friendship group, where one person has a lot less to invest, you know, less skills, less money, less experience than the other person on this side, who is very skilled, very experienced, very stable, very grounded. So there could be something here where there's an energy trying to balance these out. Could be something to do with like a wife, a mother, a boss, and a student or a child, or somebody who is learning about finances. This feels like finance. Interesting. Really, really, actually, very, very. There's a clear message in there about this, with that 2 of Pentacles in between. Very, very interesting imagery on those cards. Okay, so that's you. Ace of Wands. Yeah, again, you could be dealing with an Aries, or have Aries be on the cusp or something. I get this a lot with you and Aries. So Ace of Wands, the passion project, the new creative opportunity, feeling that fire again. Right. Taurus, am I still recording? My bloody reading cut out during Aries' reading. Okay. I want to know this, this is hidden from you. This is what you don't understand or don't see about yourself. Some shadow work that you're not doing, something like that. And this is the past. So what is outside of you between those energies? 3 of Pentacles, working on something, working on some sort of project, teamwork, building something with other people. So again, this could definitely be something about work, because this is a boss, this is money, this could be co-workers, friendship circle. You had all that stuff about balancing the finances, this big tower in the moment. It could be something like, I'm hearing cutbacks. It's like cutbacks, or, oh, I feel sick. It's like people are losing their jobs. Again, like, could be because of COVID. Oh, God, I feel so sick. If there's Aries in your chart, go and watch that reading, because it was almost like a weird blessing in disguise, where a tower had come in, but it had actually freed them up. So it could be like, you need to take early retirement, something like that. Like, please will you take early retirement? And it's like a tower. It's like you didn't want to do it, but you know it's gonna help the other people, right? Maybe you are like a CEO, maybe you have a lot of money, maybe you take a big salary, a big bonuses, and the workplace is like, we have to save money because of like what happened during lockdown, or something else. It could be something completely different. It's like, we have to save money. You're taking a huge salary here because you've been here such a long time and you're really experienced. If you accept this early retirement package, it's going to be a really good package. You know, we're really going to look after you. We're gonna be able to save the jobs of like 5 other people who are like lower down. So can you see that energy? It's like, so you do like, again, it doesn't have to be this exact story, but it could be something like this, where it's like you take the retirement package, but then you're like, oh my god, I can go and enjoy my retirement now. Like all of a sudden it's like all that stress, all those burdens, all that responsibility is like taken off your hands, and you're like, this has opened so many new doors for me. This is great. It's that kind of energy. Something like that. It's almost like like I say, with like a blessing in disguise, you know, and it can come through something really painful. The Tower can be painful. The Tower can be like, I don't know how I'm going to recover from this, but you've got these 2 very strong cards on either side of that. So you're good. And your strength is the other people around you. This is a really actually very, very good reading in terms of supporting other people and people supporting you. Past strength. So an energy outside of Taurus. Oh my god, 4 of Pentacles. It could be like saving for a rainy day. I mean, it gave you a hard time about this, but it could have been saving for a rainy day. It could have been like building up the kitty at work, building up the you know, like while things are good, we're gonna put money in the pot, and then if we do go into a Tower moment, we've got the savings there to make it through. Something like that. It's like investments, like putting money aside. It's like, it really feels like rainy day, but it's not just you, it's somebody else doing this as well. Or you are both fighting over finances, like the pair of you, both trying to hold on to what you've got, not sharing. So take that as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. These energies here in these 4 corners, they don't have to be the same person. It could be 4 different people. It could be all the same person. So take it as it resonates. But this 4 of Pentacles is holding on, this gripping, especially in terms of like money and things and consumer things. Somebody else is doing it as well. Could be like the 2 of you want to do something together, so you're both saving, something like that. Like you want to buy a house together. You want to start a business together, so you're both putting resources aside. There's a lot of different ways I could take that. Tell me about this hidden energy and hope. What's between this? Whoa, a lot. 10 of Pentacles. That is the firm foundation. That is the solid foundation. That is like money flowing between, like resources flowing, a stable environment. There's fear behind it though. Right, what do I want to take first? I'm really drawn to this card down here. There's the Tower again. Okay. Oh yeah, very similar energy to what was going on with Aries' reading. It's so funny. Or they're giving me, because you've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is like resources shared, and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, which is in the upright, it's independent, good on your own. There's an energy outside of you that is not good on their own, because the song I'm getting is, I can't make it on my own, I'll give it all to you, it's just more I can do, carry on. Here's the balancing of the finances. I'm tying this into whatever was going on with that juggling of the finances or the resources before, between the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This is like an offer. It could be some sort of settlement. Could be some sort of settlement, because the 6 of Pentacles is like, some people have more to give than others. Some people are in the position to receive, some are in the position to give. It feels like somebody's, because here's the 7 of Wands. You're in the 7 of Wands energy. You've got the upper ground. So whether it's the same 2 cards. Do you see this? The exact same 2 cards. But this is your energy and this is their energy. So you're facing that Tower moment head on. You've got the upper hand in this situation. I feel like you're in that Queen of Pentacles energy. This person is in the lower ground. They're in the defensive position. You're both in a defensive position, but they're losing ground. Trying to avoid a Tower moment. They could be making you an offer. They could be making you a settlement offer to avoid a Tower moment because you're in a stronger position. It's coming in with the King of Cups. Now, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but it could represent an energy outside of you that is very, very loving, very emotionally stable. But there's this feeling of like missing out on opportunities and not being able to do something on their own. So I feel like this person they're trying to avoid a Tower moment. They're trying to make things right. They're trying to balance out the situation because they know that they don't have the resources to do it on their own. So they're going for the Ten of Pentacles. But there's this fear connected to it. All right, I'm going to leave all the cards out. I'm going to leave them all out. Again, this is like not known to you. Like I say, do go and watch that Aries reading if you're on the cusp or you're dealing with an Aries, because you've got a lot of similar energy. It's coming out in like different cards in a different way, but there's some similar things. Okay, so what is between strength and hope, an energy outside of Taurus, an energy outside of Taurus affecting strength and hope? That's Two of Pentacles again, this balancing, this making things right, tightrope walking. Temperance again is like balance, and then patience as well, and then celebration of firm foundations. So where the Tower can sometimes be built on shaky foundations, this is like building a solid future, but it's taking time, it's taking patience, and it's taking the need to be very, very balanced forward. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. It's a bit of a tricky one for me to understand, if I'm honest. It's walking away energy. This is what I feel like you're doing here, walking away from something. Going for the balance, going for the temperance, patience, building things again, but building things slowly and properly. Can I get some advice for Taurus Tuesday, please? Or can I get, because this feels like a lot of money, can I get a prosperity message, please, for Taurus? Oh, look at that. No place like home. This is home is where, like, home is where you make it, right? It doesn't mean that your home is necessarily home. Sometimes your home can feel like it's a foreign place to you. You can feel like disassociated with your environment, where your home isn't your happy place. And so this talks about finding somewhere that feels like home to you. This feels like home to you. This is people on your wavelength. It could be family, friends, co-workers. This is people who make you feel good, who have got your back and you've got their back, and it's equal give and take, and it's celebration. This is also a card about celebration. You could be like attending some sort of event, some kind of celebration event, a get together, a reunion, a wake. But this is like, this is good energy. So wherever you feel like the people around you match your vibration, that's home to you. And it doesn't have to be a house, it can be a workplace, So whatever that means to you. But let's read this loyal heart in reverse. Ouch. Like the man holding a heart in reverse and loyal heart in reverse. You've been done dirty, I feel. I'm in the wrong book. It's interesting I opened it to Archangel Michael though. Archangel Michael is very much an angel that helps people through difficult periods in their life with that kind of like heart pain. He's going to guide you to the better relationships. He's going to guide you to, even if these people aren't in your life yet, Taurus, they're coming, they're out there, they're waiting for you to find them. So if you are religious and you want to call an angel into your life, I really recommend Archangel Michael. He's a great guy, and if you're not, that's fine too. I'm open to everything, So prosperity message. I asked for the prosperity message, but it's come out as the protection message. So I'm going to read the protection message. Are you stubborn? Taurus, asking a Taurus if they're stubborn. Show me a Taurus that isn't stubborn, especially when money's concerned. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Tenacious, yeah, that's this energy. Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now is the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it's time to prune away all those who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Oh, Taurus. Oh, I feel sick again. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you, so make some room. Oh my god, you might have to have a clear out, you know, like clear out all that old crap that's cluttering up your house, especially if it's got like sentiments attached to it that no longer serve you. So like things attached to like an old relationship where you see the objects and it causes you pain, it reminds you of the bad times. Get rid of, clear it out. Again, let it go, let it flow. You have to make space for the new, and here you're not making space for the new. This is two stubborn energies. Taurus, that was a difficult reading, but there was a lot of positive stuff in there for you of about moving forward. And I feel like whatever didn't work out for you, it's probably a good thing that that's being cleared away. You know, that's how I remember that scorpionic energy is coming through. Again, I say that lightly because I know that a lot of you, you know, if you're experiencing grief, that's very difficult. That's a different kettle of fish. But know that the universe is moving you towards things that are stable and balanced, and just focus on this energy, because this is where your heart is. This is really good, whatever this is for you. So focus on the good and let the bad slide away. Let the universe remove what isn't working for you. All right, Taurus, I hope that was helpful to you. I hope I've not upset anyone, because I find these readings really difficult. Take care, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Best of luck with whatever you're up to. Bye-bye. Hey Taurus, I'm back. Quick interjection with that. I can't make it on my own energy. The song is I Can Make It on My Own. It's about a supportive connection. So go and look up the lyrics to that. All the songs that come through will be in the description box down below. You can go and look them up, go and read the lyrics. I feel like that's a positive message there. Maybe somebody just feels like they can't, but they actually can. So go and, or vice versa. Go and check out that song anyway and see what you get from it. All right, bye-bye guys.